Hello peak performer, welcome back to my monthly series Plan With Me, this time again for the month of October. I am saying again because this is officially 1 year since I started recording this particular series for you, and it's a huge milestone. I'm super excited to be sitting here. I'm super excited that you're watching this video right now, that you're with me here, and that you have been sticking maybe with me through this year of sitting down and really reflecting on your life, your goals, and all of the other things that have been happening throughout the year. So this is obviously a very special episode because we have been sitting here together for the last 12 months. So I would say, let's take a look at what happened over the last 12 months in these Plan With Me videos. Hello my dear ones. Hi! Hello peak performer. We're going to dive into planning for October, for the month of November, December, and January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Wow. Time is flying by. That's exactly the reason why I'm doing this with you, because I think it is really helpful. Time flies by anyway, so what are you doing with that time? And that's exactly what we are reflecting on together. Yeah, it's really fun to watch this. It's super fun. I've been watching the very first video that I recorded for you yesterday, and it's really cool to kind of watch these videos again and to also take a moment to pause and reflect how far I have come, and I'm sure how far you have come as well. So today, as always, we are sitting down together in order to reflect together on the month of September and plan together the month of October. This is a super simple exercise, and all of the different journaling prompts, as always, are based off of my peak performance planner. I hope that you are prepared and you're sitting here now either with the planner or with a piece of paper and a pen in order to get started. I'm going to share a couple of different journaling prompts with you, and I would say let's jump right in. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Arndt and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer, and I love journaling, and I'm super excited to jump with you right now into the different journaling prompts to reflect on the month of September. And the journaling prompts for the month of September are: what did you learn this month? What are you grateful for? What can you celebrate this month? How did your routine affect your performance this month? What made you smile this month? And finally, who made a difference in your life this month? And then we're moving right into the different journaling prompts for the month of October as well. And those are: my goals for the month of October are, my self-care goal for the month is, and then make sure to plan your month ahead. So the second part of this video is to share with you obviously a couple of insights from my own life. And the first question was, what did I learn this month? And this was a really powerful question for me, particularly this month, because September was, wow, there are so many things that happened. Honestly, my biggest learning was that I need to take better care of myself and I need to get back into my routines. As you know, from watching all of these different videos, I'm a super disciplined person. I like structure in my life, and it's really important for me in order to stay inspired, stay motivated, stay being successful. And so it's been a really crazy month, because over the first 8 days of September I was actually still traveling in Europe, both in Austria and Germany, and then I was spending time with my family. And obviously you don't really take care of yourself. I feel like I'm taking more care of the other people. I'm spending time with them, so I'm fully there for them. But it's not always good when we do that, right? Because then when we start to not take care of ourselves, we're starting to get sick, or we're starting to not feel 100%, and that's exactly what happened to me. I started to get sick, and yeah, it was a powerful reminder for me, hey, I really need to better take care of myself. So as soon as I got back to the US, I really made sure that I started to eat healthier again, and I was really craving healthy foods as well. I was making sure that I'm moving my body more again, that I'm getting more sleep, and that I'm getting back to myself, which is something that I felt like I wasn't really doing over the course of the first week and like last 2 weeks of August as well. And so yeah, that was my biggest learning, taking care of myself, that slipping in my routines is not really good for my mental health, and I like to be that structured because I know that ultimately it helps me to show up as my best self. The second question then was, what am I grateful for? And honestly, the biggest gratitude I felt this month was while I was traveling, because I just realized how fortunate I am to be able to travel. First of all, of course, to be able to have the funds to travel, to be able to have the flexibility and freedom to travel for 3 weeks at a time. I mean, come on, let's be honest, what kind of corporate job will allow you to work 3 weeks from somewhere else 2 times in the summer? There are probably some corporate jobs, don't get me wrong, but you know, it wasn't something that I experienced in the past, because obviously I was working in corporate pre-pandemic, and I'm still just so grateful for this life and for my business and for the freedom and for the impact and the decisions I can make. And that's something that really came up for me this month and that I really felt, and it was really beautiful to just really see that and feel that and be so grateful for the life that I have built for myself. Now then, the next question was, what can I celebrate this month? And as you know, from the course of all of the different videos that I have been recording for you for the last 12 months, I have been really focusing on business development over the last 9 months. So I started with that in January, and it's been going deeper and deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole of business development and, you know, challenging myself to do something that's really not coming easy to me. And this month I want to celebrate just building a pipeline, because I think one of the biggest realizations that I've had over the course of this month was that obviously, you know, it's a lot of time investment, it's a lot of energy investment to talk to new clients, both individuals and corporate clients. And things are not immediately turning around, but I'm trying to trust that I'm actually building a pipeline for the future. And that even though things are not happening right now in this moment, as I obviously would love it to be, but I still trust that I'm planting all of these little different seeds everywhere, right? I'm speaking to a lot of different people, I'm connecting with a lot of different people, and that is enough at this moment in time, right? Because it takes a little bit of time for things to evolve and to grow into the thing that I want to do. So I'm really celebrating that this month. The next question then was, how did my routine affect my performance this month? And I already talked about this in the very first journaling prompt. My routine was totally out of whack for 3 to 4 weeks, because I was traveling and then I came home, I was sick, and we had some visitors as well here in Tahoe when I got back. So I just felt like I couldn't really focus on myself. I couldn't eat as healthily as I wanted to, because we were going out on the regular basis, eating out, eating with friends, and obviously that's really fun, and you know, that's also a really nice experience. But if you do that too often, it's not really good for you. And then I wasn't working out because I was being sick, and I could tell that my immune system was down. So my non-existing routine absolutely affected my performance this month, because I think I'm such an A-level type of person. I am so structured and so self-disciplined that if I'm not doing these routines, because I know that they are good for me, don't get me wrong, not just because I'm forcing myself to do something that maybe doesn't feel good or right for me, is really affecting how I'm feeling. So my non-existing routine affected my performance this month, and I know that with getting back into all of these different things, it will also impact it in a positive way, which is the power of creating routines in the first place. Next question, what made me smile this month? I always love this question, and it always brings a smile to my face just thinking about it. But obviously the last summer days here in Tahoe are always making me smile. Being out on the boat, spending time with my friends, biking, spending time with Kobe, spending time with my boyfriend, but also spending time with my friends, spending time with my family as I was at home. All of these different things make me smile and make me happy and make me be the person that I am today. And the final question for this month was, who made a difference in my life this month? And this was a super good question and came at the perfect time, because I talked to her yesterday and I had the realization yesterday how much she has actually impacted and influenced my life for the better. Her name is Taryn, and I met her through my podcast this year in the month of February. She reached out, she wanted to be interviewed for my podcast, and I said, hell yeah, this is awesome, let's do it. And so I met her, and she has a company that is focusing on well-being for corporate as well, called Remote Wellness. And we really connected on that first call. I felt really inspired how she and her husband are running the business. And so we decided to do monthly check-in calls in order to check in with each other, see how the landscape landscape is changing and forming, talking about challenges that we're experiencing and just supporting each other. And we've been really good about meeting every single month for the last 7 or 8 months, which is a cool thing in the first place, you know, that we're both showing up and that we're both supporting each other. And she's really inspired me to build and grow my business in a little bit of different ways. She's been really inspiring me to hire virtual assistants, hire salespeople, not do everything by myself because it's absolutely impossible. And I'm super grateful for her, honestly. We sometimes underestimate the power of just people being in our lives for that particular reason. So that is a person that absolutely made the biggest difference in my life this month, and honestly over the last couple of months as well. Alright, and now that we talked about all of the things, reflection on September, let's move into the month of October and the goals that I set for myself. I have a ton of different business goals this month, and honestly I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve all of them in the month of October because I have a lot of plans. But the things that I want to do this month are onboarding a new virtual assistant. I want to finish all of my new sales pages and make sure that I launch them. And I want to also run ads both for my peak performance planner and just driving more traffic to my website. And then finally, I actually also want to get more into recording short-term motivational videos, both for Instagram Reel and for YouTube Shorts. And we'll see how that's gonna go. But I really want to start driving more audiences, more traffic to everything that I'm doing. That is a very conscious shift back away from corporate to individuals, because corporate is cutting budgets. We are starting to be in a recession. The market is slowing down significantly. Everybody is taking things a little bit slower, and it doesn't mean that we stop to invest in ourselves. It is absolutely important that if your company is not investing in you right now, that you're still investing in yourself as an individual. Don't wait for somebody else to invest in you. You need to invest in yourself. So that's been super top of mind for me, and I've been really working towards that. And I think, you know, using these shifts, using these changes in the market to just focus on the things that I can control is the best thing that I can do. So I'm super excited about this, and I'm gonna let you know how that will go. And then finally, obviously, the question is, what is my self-care goal for the month of October? And as you know, I am focusing back on my routine, so exercising 5 times a week, and also just eating healthier, not drinking a lot of alcohol, and just being very mindful and conscious about what I put in my body is the goal for me in the month of October. And finally, as always, make sure that you are marking your calendar accordingly, because you know I always tell you that, but just be really mindful with how much time you actually need for each of the goals that you have for yourself this month, and then make sure that you're planning accordingly. This really helps me to stay disciplined, to stay focused, to not get too much distracted. So I would say, let's jump right in and do that right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care and see you really soon.